Hello everyone, welcome back. This time we're going to use this quadratic formula we've developed to perform calculations. And the calculations will use these x values as input and we will calculate the y values, then compare them with the measured data points. So we call these the model. We need some spaces above here to store the constant values a, b, and c, which we've generated from the model. Now, before I get those, I want to have the highest accuracy possible. So I select the model, I go back to my format menu, and if I change this to number, I can increase the number of decimal points on display. Let's go to 8 decimal points. So we've got the highest precision we can possibly get. Now these numbers for A, B, and C, I'm going to store in the cells over here. 0.01 33 9940 for A. Now don't worry about the fact that it's only displaying a few decimals. All of the numbers are there. So we've got a 0, 1, a 33, a 99, and a 4. For B, it's a negative 51.710 793 16. And the last value is 50,194.467 02205. So that's probably not the way we would display the equation in our report. We'd reduce those back down to a reasonable number like 2 or 3 decimal places, or even better, we'd change the format back to a generalized format, which makes it appearance a lot more compact. But importantly, we've captured all of the precision with these numbers. Now the model. And this model, when we make predictions, we call this y hat. We don't use y, it would be confusing with the other column named y. Why do we put a hat on it? It's because of the way we draw a little symbol above the top of the y when we're doing our mathematics. So let's begin. We need to basically reproduce this formula. The value of A is stored here. I click the cell E3. Now I'm going to press function F4 to put dollar signs around the E and the 3. That means that it's a locked reference. When I copy the cell downwards, it will always point back to cell E3. I multiply with an asterisk key, and now I'm up to x squared. The x value is stored in cell B10. I don't want dollar signs on that because that's a variable. I do want that one to copy down the page as I go. I use the caret symbol, which is Shift 6, followed by a 2. That means squared. It's the Excel code for the number in E3 multiplied by the number in B10 squared. Plus, now we're up to the value of B times X. So there's the B value, once again, locked, multiplied by with an asterisk X. And then finally, add the C value. Again, function F4 to lock that one. I have a prediction of 316.4. The observation was 316.9. Now that's pretty close, and it's not terrible. It just means that the measured data value here was slightly higher than the orange trend line. I'll use the copy handle to drag them all the way down, and those numbers are my orange line. They represent the y values of the orange line at each of the points. The next step is to calculate the residuals. And the residual is literally y subtract y hat. It's the difference. So we'll use a formula. We'll use the y value and subtract the y hat value. This time, the residual is 0.5. So the measured point is higher than the orange trend line. Now let's copy those ones all the way down and see how they look. Now, there they are. Some of them are positive, some of them are negative, some of them are 0. That means that it's almost exactly on. And some of them are small, some of them are slightly larger. And that's fairly typical for residuals. That's probably enough for this installment. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.